Hi everyone, welcome back to Brookdale Farm. Well, I've been away for a couple of weeks and it's had a great time away, but it's nice to be home again. And we've got to get straight back into work. Now, I was seeding until pretty much the last minute, and then threw some clothes in a bag, went down to the airport and jumped on a plane. So nothing got put away properly at the end of that. Today's job is we've got to clean out the seeder. Cleaning up your machinery after you've used it is one of the best piece of preventative maintenance that you can do when you've finished with a machine. The fertilizer and grain, when they get wet, are quite acidic and rust everything out really quickly. This machine leaks a little bit and gets water into the boxes, so that's going to make it even worse. So we've got to empty it out and get it ready to put away for winter, for the rest of the season. The first thing we need to do is we're going to take the seeding bar off. Now, this machine's a little bit easier than the old one. We've got neat little joining plates here. So we've got a bolt here and a bolt in underneath there. We undo them and the pipes just come undone on either side. A lot of seeders, you've got to undo the hose clamps and then wriggle the hoses off. That can be quite hard sometimes. We've got the 4 hydraulic lines and the pin to undo. So I'm going to undo them and we'll move on from there. If we come under the back of the machine here, the fertilizer box has been getting quite a lot of water in it through seeding. And you can see here, it's dissolved some of the fertilizer, but it's also starting to corrode it round here. And that's only a really short time that it started to do that in. That's why it's so important to make sure your boxes are cleaned out well at the end of the season. One of the great things about the Mark III air carts over the Mark IIs is that in under here, they've got this little door on them. This goes straight into the bottom of the seed box and makes it very easy to clean out the box. On the other machine, I used to have to get in there and bucket it out, sit in the box and bucket it out into bags and then try and lift the bags out. And this is just so much easier. So if you've got a Mark II, I strongly recommend cutting a hole in the bottom and bolting a plate over it. So we're going to take this off now and empty this out. There's not much left on this side. Well, there's not much left in the seed box anyway. There's a lot more left in the fertilizer box. And then you still got to climb inside and sweep it out. Okay, next we need to come around the back here And we're going to do the same with these covers here on the fertiliser boxes, and drop all the fertiliser out. The next thing we want to do is start up the blower motor, and we're just going to wind the mechanism over by hand on the hand turn here, until things stop coming out the tubes here. This just helps get rid of anything that's sitting in the bottom of the box that's already gone through the metering mechanisms. And you get a fair bit of stuff out when you do this. The next thing we need to do, on the bottom of the box here, there's a door that opens up right underneath. Now, on most boxes, if you open this, it will empty everything out of the box as well. On this particular seeder, it doesn't. The proper box stops up here, and then this bit is a pressurized chamber that has all the metering gear and the outlet pipes and stuff in it. Usually the manifold is underneath. But we get quite a lot of grain stuck in here. Every time you get a blockage and anything in here overflows, it ends up in here. So it's important to just open this up, and there's just 3 clips on it. And there's usually quite a lot of stuff that falls out. Next, we're going to start the compressor up and get in there with our compressed air line and just give everything a good blowout. We want to get as much of the dust and dirt out as possible, because this is all quite acidic stuff, and the dust, as it gets moist later in the year with condensation and stuff, corrodes things really badly. So we just want to get it as clean as we can inside the 2 boxes. The last thing we're going to do is just go over it with a kerosene gun full of diesel and oil. This just gives a coating that helps stop corrosion. This is 50% diesel, 50% oil in here. And I like to wear a mask while I'm doing it, because it's not a great idea to ingest that much diesel and oil vapour, and you always, doesn't matter which way the wind's blowing, it always seems to swirl around you. So I'm just going to get in there and coat everything with this now. So that's the process of cleaning out the air seeder at the end of the season. Often I will also just go around and pressure wash the whole machine, but because it was so dry this year, there's not too much dirt on here to make it worth pressure washing off. Anyway, I hope you found this little video useful. Thanks very much for watching, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye!